So we hear in today's gospel, to those Jews who believed in Jesus' word, he says, if you abide in my word, you will truly be my disciples. And you shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free from sin and bring you an eternal death. And we expect truth to be explained or exchanged, I should say, in our conversations, don't we? Yet we're living in a world where we're beginning to wonder sometimes, who's telling the truth? There's such a concerted effort by today's media to distort or to conceal the truth. Conversely, interestingly enough, if we speak the truth, many are quick to note that we're politically incorrect, and we somehow feel pressured to be careful of speaking the truth so as to not be labeled as intolerant or insensitive. Go figure. Today's gospel offers one of the greatest examples of speaking the truth. Jesus spoke the truth with clarity, courage, and with conviction. He's attending the synagogue on the Sabbath, and people know him as the son of Mary and Joseph. And he stands up and he reads from the book of the prophet Isaiah, where the prophet speaks of the certainty of the Messiah who is to come and save his people, to bring good news to the poor, proclaim captives free, give sight to the blind, and release the oppressed, and announce a promise of salvation. Then he rolls up the scroll, he hands it back to the attendant, and he sat down. And the eyes of all in the synagogue just looked at him intently. And he said to them, today this scripture passage is fulfilled in your hearing. In other words, basically saying, that's right, you heard what I just said. There's no uncertainty in his message, right? But the people were shocked and they were appalled at what he said. Guys, we're all called to do the same when it comes time for us to speak the truth. Be not afraid. Oh, but for many of us, we're somehow tricked, aren't we? We're tricked by the enemy to think that our belief in the truth, our Catholic faith, and a moral life is somehow restricted language, not to be used. Many are seemingly fearful to speak the truth about God and the human person so as to not invite ridicule. Why is that? Do we care more about avoiding what could possibly cause disagreement with others, or about defending our faith in Jesus Christ? We who seemingly faithfully believe that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. Is there to be afraid of? And a great example is Ezra, who we heard in our first reading. We heard him speaking the truth about God's 10 Commandments. And when the people were gathered, they heard him speak the truth of God's law. And basically, if you can read between the lines, if you can kind of put yourself in the scene, they flipped out. They fell to the ground and they were crying and moaning. And Ezra's like, today's not a sad day, guys. This is a holy day. And rejoicing in the Lord must be your strength, a strength that will carry you to your salvation. So get up. Stop the crying and the moaning. Get up and here. Eat some rich food and drink some sweet drinks. And the same applies to us, whether we're called to speak the truth with love or to listen to it. We must know that the truth is to be honored and cherished and proclaimed. It's only in the truth that we're free and united to Jesus and to the one true faith. As we heard St. Paul say in the second reading, to be one body, connected together in love, for the one who is love. Okay, I'm going to shift gears. We've got a very special week ahead of us as we begin to celebrate Catholic Schools Week throughout the country. Catholic schools pursue all that which is true, honest, and just, and they do so joyfully and in such a loving way. No surprise, right? With Christ at the center of every Catholic school, it's no wonder. I just want to take a moment to thank all those who serve the mission of Catholic education at our Academy in St. Paul. Our principal, Betty Carroll, our dedicated teachers, and I can't call them all out each by name, there's too many, although two do immediately come to mind, my wife Karen and my daughter Mary. I want to include the entire school staff and of course the parents of our students who graciously and willingly offer their time and talent and support. That goes for the Academy of St. Paul and all the other Catholic grammar schools throughout the country, as well as high schools. So I certainly, especially tonight, would not want to be remiss in mentioning Don Bosco, Bergen Catholic, and certainly St. Joe's, and many other schools. But Catholic, what I'm saying is basically Catholic grammar schools and Catholic high schools. So with that, I say, God bless you, and God bless your families.